So buy or sell. As many of you know, Pixar has announced that a Toy Story 4 is on the way, but it looks like it could be a very different Toy Story. You've messed me up now.
It's all over the place. It's all going to hell.
Than we have ever seen before. In a recent interview, Pixar Animation Studios president Jim Morris said the following: "The third movie ended in a beautiful way and completed a trilogy. I think this movie is not part of that trilogy. It is a separate story. It is not a continuation of the end of the story of Toy Story 3. Temporarily it is, but it will be a love story. It will be a romantic comedy. It will not put much focus on the interaction between the characters and children." These comments seem consistent to past comments made by Pixar head John Lasseter when the project was first announced. Lasseter stated, "Toy Story 3 ended Woody and Buzz's story with Andy so perfectly that for a long time, we never even talked about doing another Toy Story movie. But when Andrew, Pete, Lee, and I came up with this new idea, I just could not stop thinking about it. It was so exciting to me, I knew we had to make this movie. And I wanted to direct it myself." Clark, do you buy or sell this apparent new direction for Toy Story 4?
You know, I buy it. I definitely buy it for two reasons. And I think I think what Disney is getting at here is very smart. The first thing is I completely agree. You know, Buzz and Woody and Andy, that story wrapped up so perfectly. And if you're in the same age range as I am, you know, you kind of were Andy's age when these movies came out. And so I feel like I went on this journey, and now as an adult, it's like it's time to close that chapter. So going forward, I think it's absolutely brilliant to kind of take it into a different direction. And I think what Disney has done is looked at the success of things like Frozen. Because when I hear a romantic comedy, I hear maybe a female toy will be more, you know, heavily featured. And I think it's super, super smart. You know, when any kid I meet, they love Frozen. There's boys, girls, different, you know, countries, backgrounds, it doesn't matter. Everybody loves Frozen. So in order to, you know, I think it's super smart to take these characters or take this universe in a direction that maybe has a female involved, maybe has a little bit of a love story. And also, if you look at the Lego movie, if you look at Barbie, which Diablo Cody is, you know, taking a pass at the script, they need to stay in the game. So let's reinvent this and still, you know, love the trilogy that we had before, but move forward in a new direction. I think it's really smart.
Mark?
I'm totally buying this. Yeah, I mean, as much as I wanted to see the toys react to Andy and his college days, frowning upon what he's doing in his dorm room.
With his newly acquired drug problem.
He's hanging out with Sid. Sid's about him, they're friends.
Look,
now.
I'd love to spend $420 with Woody and Buzz, but I think that this is the right way to go, is that look, toys, this universe can be so huge, it's not limited to a cowboy and an astronaut. There's so many different ways that you can take this. And I think the romantic comedy direction makes so much sense. Like what Clark was saying, when I was a kid, I had an older sister, and she had Barbies, and I had G.I. Joes, and occasionally they would attempt to mate in the bathtub. So this would be such a new way to take this universe. Plus, I know that you're excited about directing the film, but you also get excited about the dollar signs, the built-in phenomenon that is the Toy Story franchise. It's a home run.
Yeah, I love these comments. For me, this is a big buy because, number one, we're just talking about Toy Story 4, so that's awesome. But number two, that they are cognizant of the fact that, look, that story, that emotional thematic theme that we had going throughout the first three about the relationship of the toys with their kid, we finished it. Yeah. We wrapped it up so perfectly. If we now go in, I forget the little girl's name who Andy passed the toys on to, but if we just now, let's call her Sarah for argument's sake. If we just now make it about the toys and Sarah, we're just rehashing something that we did, and that's not what we at Pixar want to do. So I love that they're going to try something new. Does it make me a little bit nervous because it's a different thing from their formula? Sure it does, but that's what makes it exciting at the same time. So I think it's a terrific idea.
And in Toy Story 3, we really saw the toys just go against other toys, and you really didn't need a lot of humans in that film at all. These toys are so rich in character development that you don't need humans at all if you don't want them.
Yeah, I agree.
Hey everyone, if you liked this video, click that thumbs up button and make sure to subscribe to our AMC Movie News YouTube channel. It's free and helps you stay up to date with all the latest movie news, as well as our daily AMC movie talk show. Also, make sure that you follow us on Facebook and Twitter to stay up to date with all of our special promotions, contests, and prize giveaways.